Okay, so we're back. We're going to cover the third, fourth, and fifth shapes of the pentatonic. Now that you've had time to work on the first one. Again, it's in E flat. I'm tuned down a half step. And the second one. If you haven't learned those two, go back, do lessons 1 and 2. And this one we're going to cover the last 3 shapes. The third shape that we're going to cover starts on the 5th and 7th fret on the E string, and it goes 5-7, and then 5-7 on the A string, 5-7 on the D string, and then it switches off on the G string. It drops to the 4th, and it's 4-7, and then 5-7, or sorry, 5-8, and then 5-7. Use the same technique to get this one down that you used for the other ones, which is, starting on the first note and then adding one and going back. And so on up the scale. Once you've got that nailed down, start learning to switch between them. So like if you're just sort of play around on 2 or 3 strings to get the feel for moving back and forth between the patterns. What you want to start to do is, as you start learning these, you want to be able to visualize them as one big pattern as opposed to several small ones. We're going to get into that, of course, in the next lesson. Yeah, I know, I want you to keep coming back. So the next pattern after this one, now you notice that this ends on the 7th fret, so our next pattern starts on the 7th fret. And it's... This is almost identical to the very first one that we learned, like here. The only big difference is that is this note right here. The first part's the same. It's 7-10, and then 7-10, 7-9, 7-9, and then it's 8-10, 7-10. So. And the last one, of course, this one ending on the 10th fret, that's where our next one starts, and it's which is, oh, just a sec, need some coffee. So starting on the 10th fret, it's 10-12, 10-12, 9-12, 9-12, 10-12, 10-12. Which, of course, leaving us on the 12th fret, starts us back over at the beginning. So what you want to work on is nail down these last 3 patterns. I'm going to actually tab them out or draw them out or something. They should be underneath the video when you check it out on NLGTV. Learn all 5 and how they connect together and start switching between them. Even if you just go 1 string at a time. Because you want to start to visualize literally, because the whole fretboard is just broken up into these patterns. So once you start to visualize where they all are, you'll know where you can go. On the first lesson, the backing track's still up. It still works under all of these. So go back. If you haven't already downloaded the backing track, go download the backing track and try playing through different portions of these scales until you get the hang of it and get the feel for them. Try and get them memorized so you know exactly where they are. Yeah, don't do that. We're going to start breaking off into this. Once you've got all these 5 patterns down, the next lesson we're going to get into basically how to start grouping them together in different ways, which a lot of it's just personal feel, personal preference. We're also going to get into applying these over like a cage system. I'm going to actually do up another backing track that goes with this one, but I'm going to change the key, obviously. I'm going to put it into A minor instead of E minor. When I get that done up, I'll get it uploaded, and I'll start showing you how you can actually do stuff with that as well, because you guys are going to like this. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, so on that note, rip it up, and we'll see you guys online.